Hey y'all, welcome to Hannah's Playhouse. You're back with your favorite doll, of course. If you've noticed anything, you can notice the background behind me is dark because we finna get into some dark stuff, okay? It's sick and twisted, lots of trigger warnings. So, buckle up and get ready for this because y'all already know I'm about to talk about Diddy's downfall, okay? We're gonna jump straight into it. Look at my notes. Look at that. I'm not playing with him. And y'all knew I was coming for him, right? Okay, so I'm gonna start real cutesy, real chill. We're gonna talk about that raid that happened, okay? March 2024, the feds raided Diddy's LA and Miami properties, 2 different properties, okay? And that's pretty much what, if we weren't already kind of following what was happening with Diddy, that really put it into light because it's like, hey, yo, they go in his house, this the feds. This isn't just random people, like, these are the feds entering this man's house, okay? 2 properties. So, when they went in, his kids were there, his sons. They were handcuffed and all, baby had to be escorted out. Stevie J was there for some odd fucking reason, whatever. They took out 250 cameras that were installed in his home. Why would they want those cameras? You already know. We finna get into them parties and everything else that went up in that house, okay? So, first thing I want to talk about, which is what really jump-started everything, Cassie spoke out. Cassie dated Diddy for over a decade. And y'all know Cassie, that is me and you now. That's my girl, okay? Don't ever play with her. That's a real pretty girl, real cutesy. I love her, okay? She minds her business. She's quiet. She's cute. She does her work. When she puts out a song in every 50 years, it's a hit, okay? So, I love me some Cassie. We're not gonna hate Cassie here, okay? She was with Diddy for over a decade, okay? She was 19 when she signed to Bad Boy record label. She was only 19. She was very, very young, 19. That's the age you're supposed to be when you're in college, okay? Very young, very vulnerable, very impressionable. Okay, stay with me. She ended up filing her lawsuit in 2023, November of 2023. And that's when everything came out. Diddy lured her into and this is what she said on her paperwork, a fast-paced and drug-fueled lifestyle, which, I mean, you can kind of assume that, especially like in the industry, Hollywood, how everything goes when you're famous. We could assume that there was drugs involved and it was pretty fast paced, lots of liquor, lots of partying. Okay, we can believe that, that's fine. In 2012, Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car in his driveway for being in a relationship with Cassie while Diddy and Cassie were broken up. So Cassie was single and she starts mingling with Kid Cudi, okay? Real cute. Kid Cudi's pretty handsome, okay? I don't blame her. Diddy finds out and he goes and blows that man's car up in the driveway. You came to my house and you blew my car up because I used to talk to your girl. That should already show that Diddy is actually clinically insane. Like, something is wrong with him. Because what sense does that make? You have her back. So why would you go and blow that man's car up? Okay? And this happened in 2012. I didn't hear about any of this, okay? I think I was in what, high school? Was that high school? Yeah. I didn't hear about this. News to me. 2015, Diddy dangled one of Cassie's friends over the balcony of the 17th floor hotel suite they were staying in. 17th floor. 17th floor. That was in 2015. I was in high school. Like, I think I was a senior. Either I was already graduated or whatever. I was a senior though. Dangled her friend over a balcony on the 17th floor. If I were to do something wild like that, and y'all know I do some wild throwed off stuff, okay? But if I were to do something like that, I don't fear anything. If this person drop, oh well. That means I know that there's a possibility that they're going to fall to their death. I don't care. That we're gonna get into it, okay? Just it gets worse. It gets worse, okay? Now this is the one that got me. Cause I don't know, y'all probably know, cause obviously they don't look real, but I've had a boob job. So we're gonna get into boob jobs. Diddy forced Cassie to get a boob job, and when they healed, he decided that he didn't like how they looked, so he made her get the implants removed right after it healed. Do you know the process of healing boobs? Like, you get the boob job, you have implants, so there's stitches. There's stitches, okay? They can pop. They can get infected. Anything can happen. As soon as they healed, you decided, oh, I actually don't like those on you. Never mind. Just go get them removed. No big deal. They have to reopen those wounds and take the implants out. Her chest has not even healed. The boobs, yeah, the stitches might have healed, but the chest has not healed. She's still getting used to even breathing normally because she's not used to that on her chest. Are you kidding me? He would often punch, beat, and kick and stomp on Cassie. One time, he beat her so badly, he had to put her away in a hotel for days just to be healed in privacy. Y'all know how I feel about women beaters in general. Like, I can't even deal with that. It's disgusting. Like, I can't. So the fact that, and I mean, we saw the video. There is a video footage, and I'm not gonna play it because it's not my tea to play. It's disgusting. I'm not playing that on here. But there was a video of her fleeing from a hotel room, and he puts her on the floor right before she can get on the elevator and is kicking her, hitting her. We don't have any audio. God knows what he said to her, but kicking her, you don't even kick a dog. Like, what? One incident happened where he stomped on her face repeatedly and caused her to bleed so badly that his own security stepped in and tried to stop him. And instead of just listening to your security, because this is your security who you pay to keep you safe and the people around you safe, he decides to threaten his security as well. And his security backed off, which, I mean, sucks. But at the same time, like, no, never mind. There's no excuse for another man being around and not being able to stop a man from doing something to someone who was helpless, a woman. But whatever. His security backed off after that threat and just let it continue to happen. And she was bleeding profusely. Okay? That's what the court document said. He would often force Cassie to interact sexually with escorts while pleasuring himself by watching, thinking that's cute. And the name of those events he would call freak-offs. Okay, the infamous freak-offs. Now, I didn't know this part. Near the end of their relationship, she was cutting him off, trying to move on. Diddy forced himself into her house and essayed her. Essayed sexually assault. Okay. Can you just imagine? Like, I can't even imagine, and I know women deal with this every day, but I can't imagine, like, finally being able to get away from someone after over a decade of being with them, and being like, you know what, I'm actually done. I'm just gonna stay home. And he comes in my house and sexually assaults me anyways. I think that would be like my 13th reason. Now everybody involved has to die. Because, what? Hello? So, she asked Diddy for $30 million or else the lawsuit was coming. And he told her, BS. Do your big one, girl. So she said, okay. And that lawsuit started the entire downfall of Diddy. So shout out to Cassie. It takes a lot to speak out against someone that literally everyone adored, admired, looked up to. He has the most powerful people behind him, and she is just one woman. So of course a woman had to out it. Shout out to that woman. Shout out to Cassie. I love my girl, and I hope she's healing very well. When Cassie came out with all of the tea, that made people more comfortable to come out with theirs as well. So we're gonna start with Joy Dickerson-Neal. She was one of the first people to come out. She claims that Diddy drugged and sexually assaulted her and secretly filmed it and shared it with everyone else. And that was 33 years ago. Okay? She didn't feel comfortable coming out about it until Cassie did. And that is totally fine. Sometimes people don't want to be the only person to say something because it is scary. It's huge. Okay? And we'll talk about that too. I'm going to get into that. Liz Gardner came out. She claims Diddy raped her and her friend in 1990. That was before I was even born, baby. So Diddy just been doing the Diddy thing before I was even existed, okay? An anonymous woman came forward and claimed that Diddy and two other men gang essayed her at age 17 in 2003. She was only 17. Okay. Then, those are all women, okay? So this is like, you know, women, children, younger girls, okay. Then a man spoke out. That's when it gets very, this is bigger than what we thought it was. Because, and I'm not gonna say, I'm not downplaying women, because you have to understand, as a woman, a lot of things happen to us that are almost normalized. Like, if it didn't happen to you, like, oh girl, good for you, because it normally would happen. So when a woman is coming out about these things, it's like, oh, like that sucks, that's horrible, it's disgusting and it's awful, but you know, it's a woman. But a man comes out speaking on it. Now everybody's open ears, okay? So Lil Rod Jones worked for a year as one of Diddy's producers and videographers in 2002. He claims in court that he was groped, there was fondling, and there was grooming. He speaks on a party with Diddy where he was drugged and essayed himself by his own boss. He also recorded hundreds of hours of video and audio of Diddy, his staff, and others engaging in extremely illegal activities. Okay. He says that he witnessed Diddy and other celebrities consorting with underage girls and sex workers. Now, sex workers, you know, they have a job. And they come there and they do their job, they get their money. And shout out to sex workers. Y'all know I have a heart for y'all. But underage girls cannot give that kind of consent, no matter what comes out of their mouth. They're underage. So that is disgusting. And this is also the first time that we're hearing of other celebrities being involved. Okay? A woman came out and talked about how she went to dinner with Diddy. And this one just disgusts me completely. She wasn't drinking alcohol at all because she was pregnant, okay? She's pregnant with child, carrying, okay? She blacked out at dinner and woke up in Diddy's bed with Diddy. He's right there. And she had a torn anal area and a torn vaginal area. That is disgusting. I don't know any man. It's something about like children and women. It's just, and men as well. Anyone that is not giving consent or cannot give consent, it infuriates me. It's disgusting. That man needs to be burned at the stake. We need to take it back to the old times, okay? Like, this is the Salem witch trials, because clearly he's a witch. He's a warlock, okay? Burn him at the stake. A man spoke out about attending a Diddy white party. Y'all know those white parties. I know y'all know them, because I be tuned into them. All the celebrities be there, and everybody be looking good as hell, okay? I love seeing the white parties because everybody just looks rich, and it just looks like that's just where you want to get to in life, is being invited to a Diddy white party. But a man said that he attended a Diddy white party and there was open use of drugs and naked women everywhere. He is now 30 years old. At the time of that party, he was 6. Why is a 6-year-old child in the room where drugs and naked women are flowing? I don't. 6 years old? Kindergarten? Going to first grade? Perhaps maybe just started? What? And maybe that's not entirely up to Diddy, because obviously he's not doing a head count of everybody at the door. But your security was okay with allowing a 6-year-old into a party where they know what goes on because you have allowed it. You haven't told them otherwise. And that's gross, disgusting. And the fact that he's now 30 years old and he remembers that. I don't remember anything from when I was 6, okay? I don't know about y'all. I don't remember a lot of things when I was 6. But he was so traumatized by that and like experiencing something that he's never seen before in that way, and it was so intense that he still remembers that at 30 years old. He had no business being there, okay? That's the big thing here. A Texas attorney, Tony Busby, what an ugly name, but anyways, he stated that a number of Diddy's 120 new accusers were minors at the time of their alleged assaults, with the youngest being 9 years old. 9 years old. That's a baby. And you were assaulted either by Diddy, at a Diddy party, by other celebrities, it doesn't matter. 9 years old is the youngest victim's age, like at the time. Diddy's response to all of this was, as we expected, BS. He said, quote, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation, and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday." I'm just gonna play the world's smallest violin right here, because baby, shut all that up. Now, this might have worked if it was just random women and men speaking on this, but baby, Cassie don't need your quick payday. She don't need no money. Her man has her. She didn't have to do this, okay? She don't need your money. She wants reparations because it happened. So that's out the window. And now I'm gonna get into the abuse and the grooming mostly. Once again, another trigger warning. It gets pretty weird. we're obviously going to talk about Kim Porter. Kim Porter was his ex-wife. He was with her for a long time. They had a lot of kids together. Gorgeous woman, model, beautiful, okay? They were the couple. Like, you see Kim Porter with Diddy. This was, before Cassie or whatever. And it was just great. Like, we were just like, oh my gosh, they're like the it couple. Like, she looks amazing. He's rich as hell. Good for them. Love that for them. Beautiful children. Blah, 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 blah. Family unit. Bleh. Kim Porter has no witnesses that saw her physically abused, but people would notice certain things, and when they would ask her about things on her, she would make up excuses. So one man came out and he spoke and he said Kim would say that she fell on the boat and broke her nose. Baby, how hard are you falling on a boat that you just broke your entire nose? But okay. But Diddy was arguing with her bad right before they went home. Now her nose is broken. Okay. A lot of people did say that he would do a lot of his abuse to her, not just even her, other women that he dated, behind closed doors. Like, they would go into a room to handle whatever issues going on. And when they would come out of the room, everyone would say that the woman looks visibly different from how she did when she went in there. And he looks pretty upset. But nobody ever would see him physically just hit someone, beat them, abuse them, He was very calculated in this. Because no one can say that they saw him put his hands on anyone. Other than that video that came out from that hotel with Cassie. But Gina Wynn, which is his ex-girlfriend, she's super cute, super sweet. She came out on a podcast in 2019, and she said that, quote, "He stomped on my stomach really hard. It took the wind out of me. I couldn't even breathe. But he kept hitting me, and I was pleading to him, can you stop? I can't breathe. And he stopped for a little bit. But then he proceeded to grab her hair from the back and was punching the back of her head to avoid her face." Okay. Aubrey O'Day, y'all know I love Aubrey O'Day, okay? Aubrey O'Day, Danity Kane, fans stand up. Aubrey O'Day came out speaking, and y'all know she been on his head for years, okay? She been trying to tell us for years. She said after Cassie filed that first lawsuit, quote, she tweeted this, "Been trying to tell y'all for years." She has been trying to tell us, and everybody thought she was crazy or she was mad because of that stupid reality show. And he fired her, so everybody just thinks she's bitter, but that's not the case. She says she worked with Diddy for 5 years in the girl group Danity Kane. As a group, they were mistreated and abused. They endured sleep deprivation and even had to sleep in bunkers. They slept in bunkers. Baby, are you training soldiers or are you training a girl group? What's going on? Are they going to war or are they going on tour? Like, which one is it? Aubrey believes that they were all groomed, and she believes it so much, and she knows it so much because she had to do years of therapy afterwards just to unlearn the grooming that was happening. Okay? Then after Aubrey O'Day comes out and the lawsuit is out, all of a sudden Diddy gives all of his artists their rights back out of nowhere. They have all the rights to their music all of a sudden. Everything just gives them back. Okay? And this is huge in the industry because, no one's doing this. People want to own those rights. They want to own the masters. They want to own these things musically. And he's just giving them all back. So it's like, whoa, like this is big. Like, and he gets on TV and he's talking all this big talk. Like, yeah, I just wanted to do something right. And maybe this will make other record labels do right by their artists. Okay? Giving us a big speech. Big man. Aubrey comes out and she talks about that contract. They sent out contracts before they gave back the musical rights and stuff like that. They sent out contracts. The contract that came with it was meant to silence artists, and it said no one can down talk Diddy on any social media site, any podcast, or any format of any kind. Why? Why can't we down talk him? You know, if it wasn't that serious, if it weren't serious allegations, why can't I just say, oh, he got on my nerves, he was annoying, he fired me off the show, or he fired me from the group? Why can't I talk about stuff like that? Because there's more to it, okay? You can never have any rights to any claims again over any type of wrongdoings with your music or with any of the parties involved and listed. So they can't talk about their own experience. That's what he's saying. Never mention the existence of this contract ever again. The reason we know about this contract is because Aubrey O'Day told us about this contract, and she didn't sign that shit because she knew. She knew what this was. It was to silence you. And she said even when she looked at the check of the rights she was getting back, it was $330. Baby, that's nothing. You know what I could do with $330 in 30 minutes? Baby, Shein would hate to see me coming. Hate to see me coming. So, when these things started coming to light, Justin Bieber started being talked about. And y'all notice my man. Wait, hold on. Let me sit up. Justin Bieber is my man, okay? I don't play about him. And I told y'all when he was acting out and cutting a fool, it was for a reason, okay? Something had happened to him in this industry. And what happened to him was Diddy. So Justin Bieber was in the process of being groomed. He won't speak out on it right now. But we're gonna go ahead and play that first clip of when he was a child and he was with Diddy. Let's roll that clip.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you wanna do? What you wanna do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
Man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about, kid.
Okay. Y'all know I don't play about Justin Bieber. Justin Drew Bieber. Baby, I don't play about that one. Even in that video, the body language is so strange. And what do you mean y'all are in disclosed location? You're with a 15-year-old, a minor. And you're talking about, oh, it's gonna be every 15-year-old's dream. Maybe your dream when you were sick and twisted and 15 and disgusting, but not a child's dream. No, what are you talking about? I can't. That's just no. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna throw up. Anyways, Usher, speaking of victims and grooming, Usher spoke a couple times on living with Diddy when he was only 13. You can think what you want about his parents, okay? Like his mom, because his dad really was kind of like me. But his mom, back then it just seemed like the thing to, like, you see someone super successful take interest in your child who has talent, you're gonna like automatically think, okay, I'm gonna send them to get, you know, some type of training, the connections they need, you know, I'm gonna send them. And I mean, I'm not sending my babies nowhere, but they sent their children at the time. And he lived with Diddy at age 13. The first thing, he had went on like a podcast and he was talking about living there, and he said, I went there to see a lifestyle and I saw it. but I don't know if I can indulge and understand what I was looking at. He starts naming all the different celebrities that he saw hanging at Diddy's mansion at the time. And the person interviewing him asked, your parents were okay? Like with that, you know, with all that going on, and you will be in there and you're only 13? And he said, they ain't know nothing about this shit. It's telling a lot without telling any detail. You already know what that means. You already know what he might have saw, what he was exposed to, what came his way, and it's just sick. So I have some clips to play, more so of Usher talking about living with Diddy and when he was 13, and he was interviewed on OWN Network, and yeah, it's just pretty much, you can already tell. So we're gonna roll those.
There were a lot of things I seen and a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I would be. I was 13 years old, and being 13, having that type of exposure, you know, yeah, it was cool to go to Howard Homecoming with Puff. It was great to be able to go to Club USA or the Supper Club, you know, with Puffy in that time, or the Tunnel. But these are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be. You know, most kids would be excited about it. You know, most kids are trying to figure out, you know, how to be around, you know, hot girls, pretty girls. I'm around grown women.
You know, the fact that Usher was even at an age where he could recognize that this is not the life that I want. That means that he was around something that was so uncomfortable that even a child knew it was not right. And even when he speaks on these things, he still seems pretty uncomfortable. And he's a grown, overgrown man. The trauma that is left behind from things that shouldn't be happening is like, it's crazy to see, okay? So, as of today, Texas attorney Busby, like I said, he said the youngest being 9 years old. Justin Bieber was 15. Usher was 13. This is not a new age for him to deal with. You know, like, anyways, I have some things to say. These are my thoughts, okay? Because I've just been slamming facts on y'all. So we're gonna get into what I believe. I wanna first talk about the cameras. Because of those cameras being retrieved, the thing that I'm noticing the most is the radio silence from pretty much like all of Hollywood right now. It's crickets for the elite, I fear. Because even when R. Kelly was being exposed, he had people coming up, you know, defending him like, nah, R. Kelly ain't do that, Rob ain't do that, he ain't. Blah, 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 blah. Nobody's defending Diddy. Why? Politicians, celebrities, royalty, the church. These people that are in power are scared because of what they are doing on those tapes as well. That's why they're shutting up. There are even lawsuits happening against people that are in those videos, and they're paying out right now. They're not even going against it, trying to fight the cases. They're paying out. Why? Because they're on them videos. They're assaulting the same people that Diddy was. They're doing the same dirty, nasty stuff that Diddy was. And it's all gonna come to light. One thing that I also want to focus on is about his sexuality. A lot of people are like, oh, Diddy gay, or kids talking about you gonna get diddied and all this stuff. Like, it's not about his sexuality. You cannot be charged with crimes and go to jail for liking men, other men liking other men, women liking other women. You cannot go to jail for that right now, okay? That's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about are the crimes that are committed. The essaying, sexual assault. We're talking about children being involved, minors. I do not care about what he did consensually with other men. That has nothing to do with that, okay? That is not the crime here. The crime is what he did without consent. That is the crime, okay? The abuse that people dealt with, okay? That is the crime. That's it and that's all. So stop all that talking about gay. Just shut up, because you sound dumb. A lot of people are asking, like, why did no one speak up before? Can you imagine you speak up on someone who has so much power, so much status, and is adored in so many different avenues and ways? You speak up and you fail. Can you imagine the negative consequences you would get with that? I mean, not only do you have no justice, you don't have no job. You will never work in Hollywood again dealing with something like that. You're cast out of the industry, blackballed for life. I mean, people are still scared to speak out because of how much power he holds. They think that he's still going to make it out of this. And if he does, he's gonna take down everybody that's spoken out. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, like, but especially as a woman and as men, because men are afraid to speak out on things that happen to them too when they're taken advantage of. It's just not, the world is not a place where you just feel safe just telling what happened to you at the hands of someone so powerful. It's not. Because now, not only have I told everybody what's happened to me, and I'm getting called all types of names in the book, but also now I'm struggling. You know what type of trauma those people have? Mental health issues they might have because of what happened to them and because of who it was by, and having to see this man at every event being worshipped and adored and put on a pedestal constantly. Your attacker, your abuser. I don't know if I would speak out either. But for the people that have spoken out, like, they're super brave, and I give them all the praise. I love that. I love that you spoke out, because, especially Cassie, because it set a whole domino effect. I just cannot wait to see the consequences this man gets. I feel like it won't be enough. I mean, they could give him life in prison, and I don't think it'll be enough. He needs to be, like I said, burned at the stake, electric chair, lethal injection, all that. He need all that. Baby, off with his head, guillotine. Where is it? Pull it back out. We need to pull that back out just for him. Because that is sick, and it's disgusting, and there's so many people and children involved that were affected. And, like, I can't. To this day, there are over 120 victims who have come forward with allegations against Diddy. Over 120. R. Kelly didn't even have that much, baby. You're going down. You're going down for a long time. You're going under the jail. Then immediately after that, you're going to hell. So if you kill yourself, just look forward to that hellfire. So you might as well just sit the trial out, okay? I just hope that the victims involved get the justice they deserve, because it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. And, like, the people involved that are speaking out are people, most of the time we didn't even know who they were until they spoke out. Baby, that could have been me and my friends. Me and my friends, we was just talking about the other day how if somebody told us, hey, y'all want to go to a Diddy party? Hell yeah! We love a party, number one. But we love to party with celebrities, number two. That's the biggest thing. Everything's free. The food good. The money good. The drinks good. The music good. We would have been there, and we could have been victims just like anybody else. Any of y'all could have been victims just like anybody else there. And that's why I'm saying, do not try to downplay any of these victim stories, because you never know. It could have been you. It could have been me. Y'all would have seen me up on that stand. Cause soon as Cassie said something, I'd be like, well, let me come forward. Like, baby, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. This could happen to anybody. And it's just insane to me. It's absolutely insane. And it makes me think about things a lot differently, as far as like being so quick to party with celebrities and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I might still hit that hoe. I ain't gonna lie. Cause ain't nobody finna do nothing to me. Okay? I think I'm invincible. Y'all know I'm thrown off. I think that nobody can ever do anything to me until it's done to me, and then I'm like, damn. But, you know, y'all have to, if anyone is out there still defending Diddy right now, like, baby, just say you want to be on his PP and just move on, because there is no reason you are still defending this man. Everybody know Diddy did that shit. Whatever they say he did it, okay? It's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, okay? We not about to do that. Oh, y'all trying to just tear a black man down. You're absolutely right. Yes, we are, because he don't need to be up there, okay? So, if y'all want to talk to me and DM me about, you know, everybody putting out a lawsuit, I might send a lawsuit in just to see if I get something. I don't know. Everybody putting out a lawsuit. I'm finna be next. Hell, Diddy, I might have been at a Diddy party. Hell, I don't know. All the nights we done been out and then blacked out, and I don't know where we end up. Baby, I could have been there too. Hell, I'm finna put in my tea. I need to get my attorney right now. Okay, I need my check. And if anything did happen to you at the hands of Diddy, baby, don't be scared. Go get that check. He not getting out anytime soon. I can reassure you that. He's not getting out. I don't know who would let him out right now. I don't think he should even want to get out right now. If you get out, baby, there's so many people coming for you right now. You might as well just stay in that cell, baby. If they open the cell gates, if they open them doors and bars, just tell them close it back up and go lay back down, because what's out here for you, you don't want it. You really don't want it. So thank y'all for tuning in. I hope I didn't trigger anyone or traumatize anyone too badly. I hope you know a little bit more about what's going on in this situation and why you should pay attention. And yeah, if Diddy does get out when hell freezes over, just don't go to his parties, okay? I don't want to have to see you there. I'm not gonna be there. I'll see it on the internet. Trust. I will not be there, but you will be dealt with if you still go. Thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all so much. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me your thoughts on Diddy. Tell me what you think is gonna happen next. Tell me who you think is gonna fall next too, because he's taking people down with him. I love y'all. See y'all next time. Thank you for coming and being with your favorite doll in the Playhouse. Hey y'all, welcome to Hannah's Playhouse. I'm your favorite doll, of course. You see where I'm standing right now? Baby, I could be selling your products right now. I don't care what it is. Actually, you know what? Let me stop lying. Because if it look a mess, don't even try it. But whatever you're selling, baby, I can sell it more. Look at me. Everybody likes me. Duh, you like me. Fuck, you're watching this, ain't you? So send me some things. We can talk about how we can advertise this. And imagine me holding your product right here. I don't know what this is. I could be holding a wine bottle. I could be wearing a t-shirt. Y'all see how cute I am? Like, I will look cute in y'all stuff, okay? I will make your stuff look good. So go ahead and make sure you reach out, let me know, and I will sell whatever it is that you make. Let's get started.